sets the understanding that we make certain decisions based on our cognizance that we might not be playing a fair game. Opportunities come and they go. It means now or never. To the Master of Ceremony, fellow candidates, present executives, directors, and representatives, the students of the Caribbean School of Architecture, our brothers, building, UTECH, good evening. I present to you Andrew Blackwood, a hard-working, brilliant, and honest individual, movements that will not only benefit this cohort, but for generations to come. I will be the individual who will courageously represent this body and be able to positively promote this institution and the department in particular. I am a student that attained his values from his fellow classmates, wonderful friends, and our esteemed lecturers. And this consolidated with the charisma I possess, embrace an enigmatic leader that you have all supported up to this moment. My fellow CSA friends, you know me. You know what type of person I am. I represent you even in my sleep. I take with me not a politician's folder. I take with me not a politician's folder with void words that will pass away like the wind of yesterday. I take with me my sketchbook, representing you even when I'm not a representative. We have long thought of various means of promoting what we do in this department. It is more than just drafting sketches and fancy structures and buildings. My fellow friends, it involves timely, well thought about issues that involve shelter. In attempt to promote this department, I propose a CSA week. This I intend to be a 5 days of events and activities that will promote the importance of architecture in this institution and by far our nation. As part of this week-long activity, I plan to have a UTECH critique day, wherein individuals from various stages in this department, faculty, and interdepartmental associations can step outside the formal setting of a classroom and speak casually of issues and possibilities facing our choice, network, provide advice, and share ideas with others. During this period, I hope students will exhibit some of their most outstanding work in the department and hopefully at other strategic locations throughout the campus. The intention is that we will be positively exposed and we will leave an indelible mark on this institution and the minds of many individuals who may not have thought who we were or what we do here. Ladies and gentlemen, need I say, we are the only English-based architectural school in the Caribbean, and as such, we are blessed to have a mixture of diverse culture among us. With this in mind, I strongly advocate that we continue Caribbean colors that will help our Caribbean counterparts share in the rich culture we are blessed to have here in Jamaica while we learn of theirs. We as an architectural group think it would be admirable for persons from different Caribbean islands to showcase their culture. And as such, I propose to you Island Vibes, a day in which persons wear their native colors to make their presence known. This will also be a fundraising event and will be by far strengthen the cultural communication among us all while bringing together a cohesive architectural group. Let us not cease to remember and understand that what we experience here as architecture students help to carve our future. I am positive that you all have heard of the quote, "No man is an island," and as such I cannot do it all alone. I depend upon your assistance in ensuring that our time spent here over the next couple of months in this grand institution will be exemplary, memorable, and worthwhile. I am resolute and committed in this pursuit of this vision and to the achievements of the department as your leader. See first that the design is wise and just. That ascertained, pursue it resolutely. William Shakespeare. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Current financial situation, what strategies would you put in place to ensure that your constituency does not suffer financially? What do you mean constituency?
Good evening again, UTECH. We at the Caribbean School of Architecture, we are one. And there are a lot of times that we come together as a group to do cohesive class projects. Separate and aside from the fact that we'll be having fundraising activities, the Caribbean School of Architecture houses persons of great talent. And I believe if we as a group come together, we will surpass the economical block in front of us. And to the youth population, I must say, there has, as you said previously, has been this misconception of the type of persons architecture students really are. What I say to you is that we'll be having a lot of what should I say now? Joint activities with other faculties. That is what I propose. And separate and aside from that, we'll be having this grand event, which is the UTECH Critique Day, at which on different locations upon this school campus, we will make known what we do here at University of Technology. You, of all person, you know that we do a lot of models and we do a lot of joints, and I believe that it is time for the University of Technology to really see what we do, and it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when you will see.
It is said by one of our most prominent political democrats of all time, Mr. Nelson Mandela. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. We as students of the Faculty of Law can all be winners, whether it be by excelling in sports or academics. But we must become dreamers. And that dream is for a more unified and well-incorporated faculty. Working together, playing together, studying together, sharing our notes, sharing our cases, materials, books, participating in events, becoming more active within the faculty, giving our invaluable contribution, assisting and helping our fellow colleagues, our peers, and our learned friends. We must work, and we must work continuously. We must never give up, as Nelson said. We must preserve the spirit. We must preserve the recognition and dignity of this esteemed faculty. We must preserve that purple pride. So even when we bleed, our blood is purple. We must become passionate. This is the passionate encouragement that each and every one of us need as students of the Faculty of Law. We must instill this dream. We must never give up on this dream. And when we do so, my colleagues, we will become winners. My fellow colleagues of this esteemed faculty, I greet you all today with a true sense of vision. My task is not to make reality, as it is here without my making, but not without you. I am here merely to facilitate it. I am here to preserve it and enhance it if necessary. But it is you, it is in you, my fellow colleagues. It is relied on you to make the right choice, to make the responsible choice. But when you make this choice, I will show you, I will be given the opportunity to show you that when you work with me, I am a true representative and I am a true leader. As you know, my fellow colleagues, I am the sports coordinator of this faculty, and I have seen how disorganized and internally dismantled this faculty is. I have seen the division continue to grow each and every day, weekly. I have seen the increasing absence of activities and events that should form the basis of upliftment and building of this faculty. I have witnessed the lack of encouragement from our leaders. I have seen the growing self-interest become dominant. I have experienced the widened gap between the first year, second year and third year students. I have experienced and seen, witnessed how students are hindered from being equipped with the necessary materials, books and cases which will assist us in our learning. My colleagues, we are indeed changing course. But no more will we take this. I will steer this ship towards its shores of unity and cooperation. But I cannot do it alone. I need sailors, I need crewmen. I need you.
Sailors and crewmen. Last sailors and crewmen.
Lobbying for more library books, more activities to build the faculty, more frequent interaction with the students to make the students more aware of events, to enforce better means of communicating with the students via Facebook, via Twitter, via UTECH BBM law group, via WhatsApp group. These are all necessary means of communication. We will need to enhance the communication issues and solve the problems in this faculty. The students of the faculty, during registration period, unregistered students are unable to access certain materials and certain books and cases. I will implement a new system where these unregistered students will access these materials online and cases online. There are semesterization issues and problems which we are all facing. Modules are being full. Students are unable to select the modules what are required for their recommended courses. Therefore, I will lobby for increasing module sizes so that you can choose your modules that are recommended for your year group. As I finalize, my students, my fellow colleagues, there is no easy road, there is no easy walk, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again to reach our mountain tops of success we so desire. But through hard work, determination, strength, prayer, and the encouragement from God, we will succeed. We need a leader who listens, a leader who cares, a leader who wants to make a difference. My name is John Smith, and I am that leader. Thank you very much.
That's all Mr. Smith getting.
Good afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. My name is Mishka Mori, and I am currently a second-year student within the Faculty of Law. I stand here today offering my services to you, the students of the Faculty of Law. If we really understood the attitude of a servant, we will recognize that whoever wants to be great must become a servant. I come here not with empty promises or with selfish intentions, but with a vision of hope, empowerment, and a drive to perform. I ask you today to assist me in making the necessary improvements and introductions that are needed to bring the Faculty of Law to what it ought to be. All that I require is your support in the March 6th election, putting your X beside the name that radiates, enunciates, and declares honesty, integrity, and dedication. Having spoken to students and staff alike, it is evident that there are many problems within our faculty. The greatest of these problems is the absence of unity. Our faculty is looked at as the underdogs within the university. It is evident that we need to work together. When we work together, we can move mountains. I propose to make this change a reality. To foster cohesion in the faculty, I seek to implement in no specific order. 1. A big brother and sister program. With this program, a first-year student would be assigned to a second and third-year student. This program seeks to strengthen the bond between all 3 years. The duty of the second and third-year students would be to be mentors to those in first year. Also, with this program, the exchange of literature would be encouraged so as to aid students in research and completing assignments. Secondly, for the beginning and end of each school year, a social event will be conducted. The first signifying progression into the new school year, and the other farewell to those completing the program. These events will be generated solely from the turnovers from fundraisers that are done in each semester. Thirdly, the award ceremony that has been held in the past to present certificates, etc., to students who have done well will become official with the inclusion of faculty administration and also to include the conferral of honorary awards to students who have done well. Fourthly, this is the publishing of the faculty calendar of events. This will not only be available on the Yahoo group, it will also be made tangible. It will be distributed at the beginning of each semester. Working along with the calendar will be a texting system. That is, every faculty member number and email will be placed into a database, so weekly updates will be sent directly to their computers and cell phones. In previous years, a law society was developed to operate as a club within the university. It, however, became stagnant. For the school year 2013-2014, I endeavor to make this society be revived and in action. A constitution will be drafted and assistance given to ensure that this becomes a reality and procedures and protocols observed. The second of these developments is the law library. There are shelves that are empty. I propose to making those shelves filled with books. One of the most asked questions within our faculty is, when are we getting a building? The steps in getting a building constructed does not happen overnight. Bear in mind, government procurement, funds to actually build the building, which would inevitably be in the billions, parish council guidelines, building space, faculty members, are you prepared for an increase in your tuition? I don't think so. I know we want to have a place to call our own. However, giving you false promises that I can get it only shows that I am incompetent. Word from administration has led me to believe that very soon there will be a gazebo built officially for the Faculty of Law. Dialogue is being made for this between the head of school and the persons who are in charge. For those students who are having difficulty with the class accommodation, your problems have been brought before administration. However, please bear in mind that when students remove desks and chairs from the classroom, it will affect the students that can be accommodated in that classroom. Second years, third years, part-time students. Progression or the late submission of grades have affected us once or twice. I say this should no longer be. If I am elected, I will see to it that those in charge will make our grades available as stipulated by the university statute. The last of the issues occurs with accreditation. Accreditation is a long process. Many steps to be accomplished. We have not completed many. At the moment, we are at the self-study stage. This is a detailed document, and Professor Harding, our dean, is working assiduously. I will lobby to ensure that each step is achieved and that the process, if possible, is accelerated. Part-time students, I have not forgotten you. Having done classes with you, I know how it feels not to have things working in your favor. I have spoken with the part-time representative and heard your plight. I believe in cooperation and communication. I will ensure that communication barriers with the faculty members and representatives is broken. I did not just get up one morning and come to the conclusion that I want to have a position that is attractive on my resume. I love to work. I love to help. I have served this school year on 5 committees, 1 club, and also on the executive committee of the Faculty of Law. I have assisted in any way and every way I can to help this faculty and also the university. Faculty members, family members, friends, let your racial die rest on honesty, integrity, and dedication. Vote Mishka Murray. Thank you.
Last person, last candidate for the faculty of law. Thank you. Good day. My name is Ron P.M. Jones, current academic affairs rep, past cricketer, dub poet, entrepreneur. I'm a challenge, a leader, a game changer, with attributes such as confidence, determination, loyalty, and strong articulation. I prove to be the man to take the issues of an individual and represent them using the voice of the union, the people. With skills to the tune of creativity, prowess, humility, and resourcefulness, only I can make an impossible solution the easy answer. Finally, with modes such as reliability, competence, selflessness, and courage, I shall lead a pride of lions to the promised land. My manifesto, published recently and summarized at the back of flyers you have been receiving and will continue to receive, are being presented as we speak. I will note the objectives for the following academic year. Let's get into them. Fostering unity, as both candidates had mentioned prior. We rarely participate in intercollegiate activities as law students. And ladies and gentlemen, we know that we need to participate. We need to build an image. Interlocked in fixing this problem is enhancing communication and legitimizing the executive body. To prepare the line for a battle against the stallions, against the tigers, against the rest of UTECH, we must mobilize the kings of the jungle. Ladies and gentlemen, I propose to institute a yearbook. We all need to remember each other at the end of school. We need to remember each other into perpetuity. I intend to represent semesterization and module-related issues and seek to solve them. We need to increase communication within the pride. I intend to lobby for an automatic entry for all first-year students into the Facebook group that we currently use to communicate. As we know, we'll pretty soon be using Westlaw for a primary means of using notes and accessing other materials. I also intend to use this to foster communication within our ranks. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we need to legitimize the executive body. You all may not know this, but the law rep has the responsibility, according to the union constitution, to help and to assist the director of elections with any amendment to the university's constitution, and rather the student union constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the Faculty of Law itself needs a constitution which will regulate our internal activities and will regulate how our leaders operate. As Mr. Smith had said about sharing, I intend to implement a tutorship program, and as Mishka Murray had established, this will include a big brother, big sister program, and this will be done on off days of the Legal Advice Center in the faculty conference room. Ladies and gentlemen, I intend to increase availability of faculty novelties, not only jerseys, shirts, and handbands, but I intend to look into thumb drives, bottles, lanyards, and other novelties at prices revisited. At the very least, the current things that are there will be made more available. Lions, we need to look far. The big issue, academic writing. Ladies and gentlemen, we all think that academic writing is not a course that we desire to do. And rather, I think that the issue that the administration sees, that lions are roaring with bad grammar, that lions are spelling like what, and lions are writing with crap too. Ladies and gentlemen, rather than to do academic writing, I believe that we should expand the syllabus of LMRW, Legal Methods, Research and Writing,
and let the faculty introduce the standard that they want for law students, rather than to leave it up to UTECH to teach us academic writing. Ladies and gentlemen, while I say this, I endorse Philip Hubbs for engineering rep. Ladies and gentlemen, the lions are the king of the jungle. Let's become the kings of UTECH. Thank you.
This is for all three. What have you learned from your predecessor? What have you not learned? And what do you plan to do better than your predecessor?
I'm going to try to get some good answer. Ladies and gentlemen, I have worked alongside Ivan Godfrey as academic affairs representative. And I have seen that as a rep takes office, a lot of work from previous years have filtered down. Ladies and gentlemen, we must mop up things in our year group so that when we pass down the baton to future leaders, this problem will be fixed. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said about legitimizing the executive body of the Faculty of Law, this issue will obviously be addressed. When we draft a constitution that will outline responsibilities and roles of each individual a part of the executive body, it means that work will be shared among all people individually and effectively. This being said, this means that all work set out to do in an academic year must be fulfilled before that academic year is out. Once that is done, future leaders will come to the fore with a fresh plate and with only their initiative to handle, and the continuity rather than the mopping up of the previous year. Thank you.
Then get 5 minutes and 2 minutes to answer questions.
Afternoon again, everybody. What I've learned from Ivan is that being the faculty rep is a very tedious job. There are times when you can't make it to classes. There are times when you are bombarded with a whole lot of problems. Okay, what I would do better is I would ensure that I have a competent team with me. That is something Ivan Godfrey lacked this year. Okay, for the person who didn't know, I was not an elected member of Ivan's executive. Thank you. Right. And what I intend to do, I intend to change that. I would ensure that I have a competent team with me. And next thing I would ensure is that for the persons on my executive, within the union council, there are also persons with that same post. Right? What I would do is ensure that they lay down with that person. So when I'm having difficulties within the faculty, I can also get help from those who are above me and also from the university circle. Thank you.
Well done, my fellow learned friends. I agree with you on the legitimization of the executive board, a lack of communication, etc. But these are not the major issues. Pardon your ignorance. When I walk through this culture park, it's like walking through a formal market. Okay? Different faculties are having their fundraising, different bizarre, we have engine, we have architect doing their fundraising, there's no faculty of law. First, I would have more fundraising events. Secondly, we have so many beautiful young ladies in the faculty of law. I would pursue to have more interactive events, and Mr. and Mrs. Law necessary, more beach trips, more, not beach trips, but more trips to the port, where we would, that would enhance us in our learning and our experience here at the Faculty of Law. There are many other issues that Ivan himself did not. He did a good job, I must recommend it, but not all of us have the vision. Okay? And I will bring that vision to the faculty, and I will make the faculty a better one. To the panel, fellow colleagues, pleasant good afternoon.
My name is Rashan Ricky, a third-year construction management student in the Faculty of the Built Environment. And I am a candidate for the School of Building and Land Management student representative. I currently serve as the second vice president for the Association of Construction and Engineering Students, ACES, where I assiduously work in ensuring that the needs of all construction students are met. As a candidate for this position, I am often asked, why should I be the one chosen? Fellow colleagues, I wish to be chosen not solely because I consider myself to be a leader, because I'm sure all other candidates think that of themselves. Because I wish to be chosen because you deserve an effective leader who will serve you with the purest and of lack of selfishness, with the highest level of humility and the utmost utterance of dignity and decorum, not to mention honesty and integrity. Because you deserve someone with enough backbone to present your vows and your words and stand the fight to see that your issues and concerns are addressed. Many people believe that the role of a student representative is a flamboyant one. I beg to disagree. Being a rep to some is simply being the first, being the biggest, or the most powerful. On the contrary, being a representative, especially within an organization, has a different and more meaningful definition. A rep, by definition, is someone who represents the view and the objectives of the organization. In this case, you, the student of this institution, who he or she is representing. The student representative set the direction and the ambition of motivating the students to follow that direction. An effective leader, on the other hand, must surpass the normal conditions and add to his character of being a leader by ensuring that he earns the respect not only of students in his or her faculty, but of students in the wider university community, and maintains it. It is in this manner that the organization who she or she represents will perform effectively. And it is in this regard that I know I am the most suitable candidate for this position. As I will make it my mandate not to only serve you by the way of leadership, but to do so in an effective manner. John Maxwell once said, and I quote, "A great leader's courage to fulfill his vision comes from passion, not position." As a fellow member of the Faculty of Built Environment, I am aware that the faculty is full of goal-oriented, talented and diligent individuals who exemplify the characteristics of the university. As the good book says, we are our brother's keeper, and each and every individual within the faculty plays a vital role in developing the faculty. The Faculty of the Built Environment, I strongly believe, was designed to be one entity with different divisions. Instead, we are separate entities functioning under one roof, an arrangement which is bound to take its toll. Consequently, it is the belief of all building students that in order to uplift the spirit of the faculty, each division must be unified. I am also aware that the building tree is an area of relaxation for students where we all socialize and complete activities. On the contrary, the building tree becomes less effective when rain falls and students have to find other areas to conduct such activities. This really only leaves us as students to occupy the classrooms, which are often unavailable. Hence, the students are left to stand on the corridors. All other faculty has a gazebo. Therefore, the next upcoming school year, no later than October, I will be lobbying with the relevant authority to erect a gazebo by building. I wish to ask you a few simple questions, and though I will not be calling on persons to supply their answers, I ask you, my fellow colleagues, are you not tired of the runaround you receive from the university when you have an urgent problem? Are you not tired of the fabricated answers that you receive from the university? If elected as School of Building and Land Management representatives, let us all aim to ensure that the plugs underneath the building tree are fixed this upcoming school year. Place light along the walkway as it is too dark for students to walk at night. Ignite a sense of unity
among all students, ensure that students at all administrative levels are well represented, provide activities that will enhance the development of all students, develop a competent committee that will serve you at any cost. My father always told me, the only time success comes before work is in the dictionary. But I have adopted a line from Bill Richardson. So while success only precedes work in the dictionary, we cannot accomplish all that we need to do without working together. So once again, my name is Rashawn Stefano Rickett, and it is my desire to be your next School of Building and Land Management representative. Ultimate choice.
Thank you.
Master of Ceremonies, my worthy contenders from the built environment, outgoing members of, outgoing representatives of the Noble Students Union, good afternoon. Now, I am Javon Reed, a second-year land-serving student who has enjoyed a life dedicated to youth advocacy at various levels of our society. I am standing this evening as a candidate in the election to be your representative, and I want to make our school a better place and make time spent here studying productive, enjoyable, and memorable. I feel strongly that as students we should be heard and have an effective medium for voicing our concerns in relation to academic and social affairs. If elected, I will strive to ensure that our issues are brought to the highest decision-making level and see to it that they are resolved. I will also make rigorous efforts to improve the progress achieved by my predecessor by continuing to pursue matters which are important to us as a faculty. Now, this evening, I am going to be quite honest with you. I did not prepare a speech or presentation filled with theatrical fluff that will not go anywhere. And so, I will go straight into the matters at hand that I hope to tackle should I assume office as your humble servant. Firstly, I hope to lobby for improved student-lecture relationships within programs. Secondly, sensitize my fellow stallions about the importance of a degree accreditation, refurbish and renew infrastructural conveniences like, for example, our computer labs, electrical circuits which never work, and lighting. Now, as relates to computer labs, I have noted that quite a few other faculties have labs readily available to their use. Unlike them, we have very few options. Now, fourthly, I hope to make social events such as drink-ups, faculty parties, inter-school sporting events more prominent features of our faculty's calendar. And I also hope to improve and implement an effective public relations machinery using a network tree concept to circulate information. I also hope to propose and ensure that it will come to fruition the interclubbing activities within different programs. This, I believe, will help to foster good relations. Now, as I said, I did not present a speech full of fluff and all, but I would like to thank those who have extended to me listening ear and a warm heart for your general concern. And to those that I have not approached, I ask that when I greet you, the same will be greeted unto me. Thank you.
Thank you to all students from the School of Business and Management, students from the adjacent faculties, standing to my left. Name is Darren Magan, a second-year construction engineering student from the School of Building and Land Management, vying for a faculty representative. Now, let's get into my speech. Leaders who work most effectively, it seems to me, never say hi. And that's not because they have trained themselves not to say hi, They don't think high, they don't think weak, they think team. They understand their job to be to make the team function. They accept responsibility and don't sidestep it. But we get the credit. This is what creates trust, what enables you to get tasks done. These words from Peter F. Drucker can be used as an inspiration for us all. Often people are misled by the meaning of the word leader, or perhaps they fail to grasp the true meaning of this word. The Concise Oxford Dictionary defines a leader as, and I quote, the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or country. A leader should and must act in the interest of those who he or she serves with a degree of leeway that varies from case to case. I am taking this medium to inform you that I am such of a person. I am such of an individual that will represent those represent those who is behind him. As a leader, I think one should take the responsibility even though when nobody wants to bear the burden. I have centralized my manifesto around things that I have seen affecting the students of faculty. I won't come here today to offer any promises that are not feasible, but instead I make promises that are indeed possible. The things that I bring to the table are somehow of an intangible nature, which I will elaborate on. The intangible things that I bring to the table are the wonderful fruits that we can feed on to reach our goal. Often, students from the faculty are faced with flights that relate to registration for school, module selection, lecturers' conduct and competence, and etc. And in the end, they are unable to make those who are part of the administration hierarchy aware of these issues. But guess what? If you should vote for me, I solemnly swear to make your voice be heard. Another intangible promise is the promotion of representation. In the faculty, there are various persons, which I will not disclose, who think that they should not be a part of the activities that are put forward for them. No, I dare again, I've been doing this from the first day I started this university and up to this day as I speak. My previous participation in the faculty activities such as football, cricket, cheerleading, and athletics can be used as evidence to my above testimony. Presently, I am the main sport director for the faculty. Now you can see how well involved I am. This whole matter of representing one faculty fosters cohesiveness among students in the faculty, as it has the ability to bring us together. This is one of the problems that we face from years gone by. With this problem identified, my mission is to use activities such as social, intra-faculty and inter-faculty sporting activities and small entertainment such as drink-ups to bring most persons, if not everyone, together. Thirdly, I must promote interaction among students on all levels, especially academic aid. I think that the knowledge according to the organizer, they say my time is up, but I would like to conclude it. Considering all that I have said, if you see me fit to hold the post, then I implore you to vote for me on election day. At the end of the day, I will gladly and willingly support whoever gains the post of faculty representative and will lend a hand wherever necessary. I will therefore plead to my opponents to do the same for the betterment of the faculty. Let us be the stallion we ought to be. Have a pleasant afternoon, you all.
Again, everyone. Experience being a leader in high school. I was a senior prefect for 2 years, from 2006 to 2008. Also, I am a trained peer counselor. I currently hold the position of the second Vice President for the Association of Construction and Engineering Students, where I plan activities for my fellow students and ensure that those activities are carried out. So with that experience, I am most confident that I can do the job. Thank you.
Let me be brief on this. Prior to my prior to this, I was once a math teacher at the Mark Bay High School, working with the Ministry of Education, where days and days I've taught with students which are very hard to deal with. Now, based on my experiences, I think that I can manage persons from this faculty, help them to be a better person, because I've done this in the past, and it is through the will of God that I will do everything in my power to ensure that everything goes as planned. Thank you.
Madam Moderator, could you repeat the question for me?
What experience do you have as being a leader, and how will this experience help you during your 8 months of tenure?
Thank you. So my experience and involvement as a leader prior to seeking representation as your humble servant. Now in the year 2009, I served the St. Diego High School Students' Council as a Vice President, and in 2010 I served the parish of St. Catherine as its Youth Mayor, and also in 2010 I was granted the Governor General's Award for Excellence and Courtesy Call, thank you, and also from the period of 2009 to 2011 I served as a student representative on the Board of Advisors at St. Diego High School. Also in 2010, which was my year, I was the recipient of the Noble Rotary Youth Leadership Award for St. Catherine. Now, I am saying this as also not to boast to my constituents of my competence. I had a hard time putting this on my pamphlet to promote myself. But I say to you all that I am very much competent, and I look forward to serving you on March 6th for decisive leadership. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. For decisive leadership, for inclusive leadership, and for dynamic leadership. Vote Jevon Reed on March 6th. One foundation.
Now we have an awesome relationship. Within the built environment, we have 2 schools, and that's the Caribbean School of Architecture and the School of Building and Land Management. Over the past 2 years, we've had an excellent relationship between the reps. Now, what is your plan to promote integration in terms of finding that balance between the aesthetic and structural aspects within the faculty? Because you have 2 schools, yes, it's 1 building, but then 2 schools share that building. So what is your take on that, and what are your plans for them?
Was the question directed to just me or my other contestants? Okay, well, I must apologize for those in my hearing. To those in my hearing, forgive me, I forgot the love relationship that we have with our neighbors over in CSA. Now you have listed a few problems that exist in your faculty and the stereotypes that have been attached. Now you mentioned a lot about the aesthetics and structure. Now I believe that more hands make work lighter, and provided that I am voted to the post of humble servant of the built environment, I aspire to be inclusive in all ways possible in activities that I will take on, and I hope that you will extend the same unto me.
Afternoon again. First of all, I don't agree with the fact that School of Building and Land Management and the Caribbean School of Architecture should have a separate representative. I think they should have one representative, right? Again, we are running for the position of faculty rep, right? So therefore, it should be one voice for the people choice. Now, on that note, fostering communication or relation between integration between two schools, right? I would promote activities that will indulge both schools, right? Now, in terms of that, you guys have watched certain programs on the television, right? There are a lot of communities out there where they are segregated, right? Now, in order to bring these separate parts together, what people normally do is put on sporting activities. Now, these things paint a good picture, and we can use this picture to paint a good picture for faculty. Thank you very much.
If I'm elected, the person that is currently running for their school, CSA Andrew Black, is a personal friend of mine. Separate and apart from that, we'd have to sit down and plan activities. It makes no sense that we are one school, one faculty. So it makes no sense he plans something, I plan something, and we do our own thing. What I plan to do is sit with him, we plan, and we see as best as possible how we can execute those plans. Thank you very much.
The panel, fellow candidates, good evening. I stand here before you today with a dream to become the new Student Union Council representative for the School of Business Administration and the John Duncan School of Entrepreneurship, Ethics and Leadership. Perhaps then, I should provide some amount of background to my colleagues with whom I have not had the privilege of crossing paths with since I've set foot in this noble institution. My name is Joel Matthews, a proud product of the parish of Portland and a past student of the Titchfield High School. I started my tenure at the University of Technology, Jamaica in 2010, and since day one I've submitted myself for service and for representation. I have had the esteemed privilege of representing this institution on numerous occasions nationally via the UTECH choir and the musical theatre company. I am a recipient of the UTECH Community Service Award for Excellence in Service and Learning, and as a result, I was asked to represent this university in the United States of America at a conference. It will probably then be difficult to prove to everyone here that I was not always a person who was on the balcony, but I was a basement person. I was comfortable doing the work in the blaze of the ship while the captain stood on top with the stars on his shoulder. Why, you might ask then, am I now stepping out on the balcony? Because I am no longer afraid of challenges, and I have learned in this school that the greater the risk, the greater the result. One writer simplifies the formula for success simply: dedication, perseverance, and hard work. And if this is the attitude I have towards the challenge of leading, and I say this without any apology, the greatest set of students in the University of Technology, Jamaica. The work has been put in by previous representatives have built the tradition of excellence and greatness that Blizzard is known for. How then do we move forward from here? Henry Ford nobly stated that you cannot build reputation on what you are going to do. And remember, success only comes before work in the dictionary. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. So I propose not to change what previous representatives have worked tirelessly on over these past years, but rather to continue to build on the tradition of excellence and move towards a Blizzard that we all can be proud of. There are issues currently that will be inherited, and one that I am passionate about is that there aren't sufficient plugs for Blizzard students to use. We asked for more plugs and we got more benches with no plugs. And if I am elected, that would be on the forefront of my agenda. We have enrollment issues whereby persons are not able to select classes on time and end up either doing other courses or leaving out courses. And one of the main problems that we've been having is getting the issues from the students so that we can deal with them in a timely manner. I will work tirelessly to resolve your issues together with a carefully selected team, because success is a must and failure is not an option. The funny thing about life is if you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. In closing, the work ahead is great and the road will be trying, but if you so desire and you elect me as your next representative, you can be assured that your interests will be at heart and every person in this faculty will be treated as one. It has been a great honor serving UTECH, but it will be an even greater honor to serve my own people, the people of Bizard. Both Joel Matthews and Mark 6, I thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for the welcome. The name is Corey Fitt. Now I'm running for the position of student representative for the School of Business. But before I get into my speech, think on these words. Experience teaches wisdom. Now, I, Corey Fitt, I'm no stranger to representing the School of Business. I've been representing the School of Business since 2011. In the 2011 to 2012 period, I was the entertainment coordinator. During this period, we brought you Red Light, Green Light. Now, Red Light, Green Light was a success, and you can ask the science people. Yes. Now, in the 2012 to 2013 period, I was appointed the deputy representative. And since then, the team and myself, the current rep, Ron Daly, we have been working very feverishly to ensure that the School of Business remains on top. Now, how have we done this? You can see me, last semester, right? A lot of persons saw me on the corridor doing sales along with my fundraising coordinator, Mr. George Lindsay, right? And we were raising funds to ensure that the teams, the sporting teams, received refreshments after each activity. Now these are the kind of changes that we are championing, right? These are the things that we want to do for business. We have also changed a lot of stereotypes. A lot of people thought that business students only need a certificate to come here, that we were not among the brightest, but we changed that. Last semester, in the inter-faculty quiz competition, the School of Business came out as champion. I was the captain of that particular team. Now, let me make one thing very clear. A man without a mission is like an eye without vision, blind, and will never see success. Therefore, let me just outline some of the things that I have planned. In terms of communication, I realized that there are several problems facing the School of Business in terms of communication between representatives and the students, and I plan to fix this. Now, I realize that everybody uses YouTube nowadays. So now what I am proposing is to start Bizard TV. Now what happens on Bizard TV? Not only information will be reaching you, but everything about my Bizard. Now if somebody walking past to get even job, Bizard TV, you're going to find it there. You're going to be entertained as well as receiving information. Now the communication problem is solved. You don't have to read nothing. Just listen and watch. Now, in terms of infrastructure, we have realized that we have a few problems. Alright, now you're telling me that I have 20 seconds, so what I tell you in my 20 seconds is that Nice Darkness is a bug that bursts with the gold of dawn. Now, that is a quote from Robin Jonas Tagore, Nobel Prize winner in 1913 for literature. Now, what I ask of you, my members of School of Business, is to make me that golden dawn. Vote Corey Fitt.
On the committee of School of Business Administration, and you hold positions that are okay. Given this position, you know it has more on your plate. How do you plan to manage or balance academia with this new position that you do?
How are you going to balance academia with being a student representative? Alright. A person's academic performance at UTECH is somewhat of their secret. But
I've been involved here since I've been here. I've not been here just as a student. I've been involved in a lot of things since I've been here. And while doing this, I've still been able to keep my schoolwork at more than acceptable rate. Now, if given this position, the workload is going to be a lot. But I think that this experience that I've gathered is sufficient that I will be able to balance. And plus, we are not in this alone. So there are other persons that we can call on to help us with our academia.
Based on my experience of working with the past administration, last year me and myself and the current representative, Mr. Daly, came up with something that we like to call team design. So we believe that it is not only you, the representative, but it's the team. So what we did when we organized the committee, we created teams. So for example, for a portfolio, like say fundraising, it was a fundraising team. And if we put together this team approach, team as the building representatives and more hands make the weight light up. Right. So the more persons we have working together, the easier the job. And that will help me in balancing my academic work along with. Thank you.
Fellow students, present afternoon to you all. Firstly, I would like to express gratitude to those who nominated me to run for this noble position with the confidence that I am capable of representing my faculty in all aspects. Too often do people underestimate, look down upon and stereotype the teaching career. And ironically enough, this career is the reason why we have all other careers today. Having said this, I can now say that the Faculty of Education and Liberal Studies is the reason why we have this very institution today, because this faculty is responsible for training professional instructors, and these instructors are the same ones who train you for your various areas of study. Therefore, I believe that the Faculty of Education and Liberal Studies must be well represented. Standing before you is Chevron White, an individual who is strong but not rude, who is kind but not weak, who is bold but not controlling, who is thoughtful but not lazy, who is humorous but without folly. She has held many leadership positions in the past, and thus she stands on a bank of experience. She will put aside pride when necessary. She will put aside fear, and at times she will lay down self. Because this portfolio is all about getting the people what they really need, not about making big promises just to get votes. It is all about improving the communication between the students of the Faculty of Education and Liberal Studies and the Students' Rep Council. It is all about being someone who the fellow students can approach with any issue and be sure that confidentiality will be a gem and that these issues will be related to the Student Union Council. It is about ensuring that the issues of enrollment for the fellow students are facilitated by whatever means possible by maintaining communication with the faculty heads. It is about effectively communicating information about scholarships that are available to fellow students and ensuring that these scholarships are actually applied for. Now, how many of us fellow students know that there are scholarships available through the faculty rep to a maximum of 4 persons for each program area? Has anyone gotten those scholarships? Well, this is actually so. It is about pressing for the availability of all the textbooks that we, the fellow students, need, whether in print or at an affordable cost, for those who have easy access to technology. Now, just to note, there has been a recent visit to the university by some major publishing houses, especially McGraw, and there is current work being done to provide us all with e-books. This is just to show the extent to which the availability of books is very much possible. It is about maintaining the operation of the school bus for the 4th year students on teaching practice and pressing for more groups to be taken on. It is about keeping students well informed through different forums to address faculty-related issues and general university issues. It is about hosting various fundraising events such as jerk days, socials, and car washes, or any other events to assist final year students on teaching practice. It is about aiming for support in printing the teaching practice resources for the 4th year students, as this is a struggle to bear the cost of printing our own lesson plans and our own resources for many students.
and our faculty should be able to assist us. Now the reality is the faculty will not be able to print all of our resources, and that is why we will have fundraising events to pick up where our faculty falls short. It is about ensuring that the sales population is familiar with the members of the sales rep committee and the positions that they hold, so that when they need help, they can seek it. And this will be done by hosting micro-meetings and producing newsletters, especially for sales. Now a good leader is not just one who has had many leadership positions, but one who has learned from each and every one of them. Standing before you is the former head girl of the St. Mary High School, the former SPS Association first year representative for the University of Technology Jamaica, the current choir director for the Amy J. Darby Hall Durham, the current choir director for the Joint Religious Choir, and the current nominee for the Prime Minister's Youth Award of Excellence. I have represented this school and my country in the biannual World Skills Americas competition held in Brazil, and I was placed third overall among all the countries that entered. Now this is not to demonstrate to you where I was led, where I can lead, sir, but where I was led and was able to follow in order to be successful. In every situation in life, we have rights, and being a sales student is no different. And so on March 6th, I challenge you, my business and computer studies students. I challenge you, my LCS students. I challenge far-fetched promises to make. I have me, a Felonian, who loves sales and wants to see a better sales. Good afternoon. I am Mona Lisa Roberts, a third-year computer technology student in the Faculty of Education and Liberal Studies. I stand before you this afternoon humbled at the opportunity given to me to represent you, the people of my faculty. Persons may ask, why? I say, I love to lead. I'm an individual who is not keen on self-praise, so I won't say all I have done. I'll say what I will do. Mona Lisa is an individual who is hard-working, fun-loving, and serious about her job. I like to get things done, and that is why I was selected to be the current academic advisor on your committee this year. I know and have experienced if not all the sales experience, and that is why I should be your student rep for the academic year 2013 to 2014. As a student here, I am aware of most of the issues we as Felonians face, and it is my aim to redesign our struggle in order to garner the ultimate college experience. Some of the issues we face are ignorance of our rights as students, the lack of communication between academic staff and students, unfamiliarity with the Student Representative Committee, discrepancies with the amount of support given to teachers going out on teaching practice, lack of unity between students, which leads to a lack of faculty spirit. What can be done about these issues, some may ask? The answer is, however, quite simple. With proper leadership, no problem is too large to be solved. Most issues can be easily addressed by using myself and my committee to form a bridge between you and these issues. On the agenda for the upcoming semester, I plan to improve the lines of communication between the students' union and the students, and the lines of communication between the academic staff and the students. Provide soft copies of all program drafts on the Facebook group. This is to cut down the amount of ignorance about what is like each semester. Develop a close relationship with Ms. Weston, the sales liaison officer at the admission, in order to ease our adjunct process. Build on the relationship already formed with VMBS in order to sponsor some of our financial issues. Liaison with Mr. Dane Campbell of First Global in an attempt to purchase a printer and a microwave for the students of my noble faculty. In order to create awareness of our committee, we are currently working on a sign for the committee to create general awareness. Without confidence and unity, we are twice defeated in the race of unity in our faculty. SELS is divided into approximately 13 programs, and this sadly is very evident. We need to become more united in order to fight against the other faculties, to stand up for ourselves against the lecturers, in order to survive this university. I have been working for you for the past year, so I know the intricacies of the job.
I won't advise you to throw someone in a leadership position that does not know the office and how it is run. I won't say, in conclusion, my door is always open. Because if you know Mona Lisa, you know she's always on the go, trying to work for you. However, I will say, my phone will always be answered. If you see me walking by, you can always stop me. Mona Lisa's heart, and ears are always open to listen and hear for you. So on March 6, 2013, vote Mona Lisa Roberts. Thank you.
What can they do to increase integration between John Duncan School of Entrepreneurship, Ethics and Leadership and SOLA? Because it's one rest.
Alright, this is a problem that we are aware of, and over the past administration, the current administration, we have attempted to get them involved in interfaculty activities such as football and basketball. What I'm planning to do is that they currently have a representative on the SOBA committee. However, we are planning to give them an entire committee to represent them. So it's more than just one person representing the entire faculty.
That's a great job, man.
I am not agreement with what is a business, but for now, what we can do is get more persons from JCE on our committee, and until they will liaison and find out their issues so that we can get them together as a unit.
Hello. How do you plan to merge all these programs? You know, so they're separate and they're segregated. How do you plan to merge all the programs for FELS fields and so they're and how do you plan to strengthen the communication in FELS? Because the representative now says that that's a problem. They don't communicate a lot. So how do you plan to do all those? You want me to repeat?
Integration has to begin from within each and every person, each and every program. And if we are to do this, then everyone must want it. So firstly, I would emphasize the importance of integration because FELS is one, and if we're segregated, then we cannot move forward. So firstly, I would emphasize to each program the importance of integration, and then I would facilitate activities that would foster this integration that we so speak about, because what is word without action? And okay, how if we're going to have activities that will bring people together, then obviously they're going to communicate. So the more activities that we have for this faculty, then the more the members of this faculty will communicate. Okay, good afternoon again. As I stated before, I'm currently a member of the committee, so I know that we have issues communicating. This is so because, not to bash the current committee, but we're not advertising and promoting ourselves as we should. When I become rep, I will advertise all our programs. We have a Facebook group currently with a membership of about 478. Don't quote me, but 478 members. I'd like to bring that target up to 1,000 members because, as you know, we're young people. We don't read, really. But if we have the Facebook group and a Twitter account and stuff like that, we don't really read, honestly. So, if we have the Facebook group and the Twitter account and such forth, we'll be more aware of what is happening. Bridging the gap between all the programs. Bridging the gap between all the programs will foster events. In order to have unity as FELS, because as said earlier, without unity, FELS cannot become a better faculty.
Join the blue shirt. And on our Facebook, which are the book you read.
Without bragging or boasting about what you have done, I would want to know, I know that you're the current academic advisor for the faculty. I want to know what significant you have done in the faculty in your post in your tenure to render you equipped for the position of the field representative.
Good question. What have you done in your capacity as academic affairs person?
Thank you for your question, Miss. As stated earlier, the committee is not as it should be. So I do not serve as the academic advisor alone. When it's sporting events, I lead out in that. When it's social events, I lead out in that. So on the committee, you can see my influence all over the committee. I am willing to lead and I have been leading.
You, Miss White, are going to do what you say that you're going to do for your faculty. So let me be sure that I am going to do what I say I will do. I'm a person who gets things done. And if I am to be elected as the sales representative, then obviously I'm not going to do it alone. There is a team effort, and so my team will be comprised of people who are for the sales people and for themselves. And this is how we get things done. If it is just up to me, it's not going to get done because I do have school. But when we put together as a sales committee, then we can get things done.
Master of Ceremony, Executive from the Student Union, my brother and fellow candidate, the Candle, fellow warlords, and members of the other faculty, I greet you all. I'm a farmer street boy, so a laboratory technician who is responsible for the ISO 17025 program at Tribal Cement Company. A member of Past and Present Engineering Council. A father, a leader, a mentor, and a strong I am here today, Angel Warlord, not to make you empty promises that cannot be fulfilled. Because the promises are comfort to a fool. And you are no fool, Angel. But I want to tell you something again. That it is a fool who makes a promise and don't keep it. And I am no fool. I am here today to speak on issues that concern us here at Angel. And let me get straight into it and deal with issues. For a school you command so much respect throughout this whole university. Our GPA is currently at a dismal position. And I want to say GPA, I mean the average GPA, because we have very outstanding students at the School of Engineering. I want to institute a mentorship program where experienced students are given responsibility to mentor new and incoming students, to show them the engine way, to show them the warlord way, to build the unity and maintain the unity at the engine. I want the School of Engine to recognize our high achievers. So I am going to institute a wall of fame for those students who perform well academically. And not only academically, but in spirit and all of the innovation that they might come up with, because at Engine we speak about ingenuity. Now, to unite our faculty, the former rep has started an internet-based program. It is not yet completed. It is in the final stage of completion. It is a collaboration between us and the School of Computing.
That program under my regime is going to launch. And I'm very serious about that because I'm a man of integrity. And what I say I'm going to do is what I'm going to do. I'm not here to promise nobody anything. I'm not into the promising thing. I said again, we want to maintain that fire and that passion that we have at Engine. I hear talks of part-timers running the school. Let me tell you something, Engine. There is no part-time program at Engine. There is only semesterization and flexibility. I am here every day, night and day for you guys, and I will always be here. It's a time. I have a lot more to give, but you can come and consult with me. I am willing. At this point in time, I want to endorse Mr. Ron Jones from the Faculty of Law to bring the same unity to the Faculty of Law which exists at the School of Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Philip Andrew Hogg, a warrior, a lover. Have a vote and matrix and vote for me for the positive leadership that you want. Thank you. One engine! Engine! Yeah. Master of ceremony, members of the panel, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The challenge of leadership is to be strong but not rude, to be kind but not weak, to be bold but not bully, to be thoughtful but not lazy, to be humble but not timid, to be proud but not arrogant, to have humor but without folly. These are the words of Mr. Jim Rohn, which encapsulates this character standing before you today. I might not be 32. I might not have a sturdy financial backing. Some may say age is tantamount to experience, but I will not dispute that. That in no way qualifies good leadership. Being young, fresh, innovative and explorative, I bring here to the table a basket laden with vision. Vision that will change the landscape of the Faculty of Engineering. My predecessors, they rallied around the thought of furnishing the Faculty of Engineering with an engine gazebo, which proved futile in every case. As their successor, I am here to bring that thought to life. I know some of you might be skeptical about that, but I can assure you it will be done. I am in the process of organizing a team of civil engineering students to develop the preliminary designs, and this will be put into fruition soon. There is a problem as regards to the location of the faculty building in relation to the food outlets that are on this campus. There is also a concern as regards to persons who bleach. At night, persons are at a disadvantage. At night, persons are at a disadvantage as most food entities are normally closed. As such, there is an immense need for a vending machine. Don't you think so, Engine? I will be seeking an alliance with either Honeybun or National Bakery to come to some sort of agreement as sponsoring our engine building with the engine gazebo. Not as if a vending machine, sorry. Now, what is happening? I'm looking forward to get at least 30% or 40% of that to contribute to other projects that we will be having. Ladies and gentlemen, I plan to implement a welfare program, one that does not help with tuition per se, but looks for minor issues such as bus fare, lunch tickets, and other things. And maybe possibly in the near future, it may contribute towards tuition. Ladies and gentlemen, I think there are a lot of charitable organizations that are out there, such as the Jamaica Flour Mills, NCB, and among others. They will be willing to invest in us. Ladies and gentlemen, this welfare program will be sponsored not only by other corporate entities, but by we who will engage in a crime drive, similar to what the union's crime drive, but it will encapsulate everyone in the Faculty of Engineering. That will help us to go a far way, ladies and gentlemen. It does not end yet. I am here to facilitate more technical faculty involvement. Ladies and gentlemen, consider us as a technical faculty. The HTM building is being constructed and there is no one HTM hotel.
It's being constructed. We don't have any construction students. We don't have any construction students here. The elevator, when there's elevator maintenance, we don't have anyone there. We need some students to be there to engage in those activities and see if they can get some amount of experience. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the faculty building without a wall of fame? One that highlights persons who have made an indelible mark and persons who have made an invaluable contribution to the development of the faculty. I will definitely bring this into being. By show of hands, how many of you know the head of school? How many of you know the head of your department? How many of you truly know what is happening in the engineering faculty? Ladies and gentlemen, I have the perfect solution. I want to implement a system where we can have mass meetings between our heads of department and our head of school, where persons can engage and use it as a platform to help in get their voices heard. Currently, I'm the president of the and the vice president of the GIE student chapter, and we're implementing a mentorship program, one which involves bringing persons from the corporate area into engine so they can be. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, there's a difference between a leader and a cheerleader. I am not here to cheer. No, I am here to lead you into victory, to lead you into success, and also to lead you into positive change. I might not be the best candidate for this board. However, I am here because I want to be here. I am here because I want to make a difference. I am here because I want to contribute and make a significant impact on the development of the faculty. If you think these are qualities that portray a good leader, then March the 6th, vote Colonel Campbell for the School of Engineering representative.
About your school, so I'm just going to let this be very brief. What have you learned from your predecessor, and what do you think you can do better if given the opportunity?
What have you learned from your predecessor, and what can you do if better is given the opportunity?
I thank you for that question. Now, as I said, I've been in previous councils. Marquis is a very good council. What I learned from Marquis is that structure is what makes the difference. There's other leaders who have come and have broken down the structure. What I can tell you is that I intend to bring back that executive look, that discipline, that structure that we have at Engine to make sure that the Engine faculty is the faculty of choice in UTECH. I said. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have learned from Mr. Jervis Johnson is that you are supposed to be dedicated. You are supposed to have purpose. You are supposed to have meaning as regards to what you are doing. You are supposed to stand out, be here. Don't wait until someone calls 8 o'clock in the night. You cannot be here simply because of work. You have work from 8 to 2. Be here, make yourself available, contribute to service, and then that will go a far way in helping in the development of the faculty. Now what I see that I can do or can change, there was a lot of suggestions. He said that there will be a virtual database system. However, that database system is here. However, it has not been fully implemented. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that database system is something that is vital to the development of Engine. And that's where it showcases things that outstanding individuals have been doing, things that showcase a particular project. For example, if you are weak in bending moments, if you are weak in some area in chemical, that will be showcased on that screen. Now what I plan to do is develop that to the fullest so we can have something that stands out in Engine and something that can say, we are Engine, we are one unit, and this is something that we have developed, our own invention. Thank you.
Students of the College of Health Sciences and the UTECH population, a pleasant afternoon to you all. United we stand with one voice, one vision. I represent the mandate of the people. One call as our voices are united, triumphant we progress towards our goals. Standing before you is Shayon Palmer, a second-year student of the Bachelor of Science in Child and Adolescent Development Program. Presently, an active committee member of the Students' Union Public Relations Committee. My main reason to take this mantle and to carry it forward is to my fellow colleagues, the students of this noble institution, and specifically the students of the College of Health Sciences. Our position here as students are met with many challenges and obstacles, similar to that of a hurdle race. For some of us, the path to success and the better education may seem as if it is lined with many looming failures. There is no need to worry. I am here. Allow me to help you through the challenges ahead. I promise to serve you with patience, dignity, honesty, love, humility, courage, and wisdom. I know that I have the ability, the object of a definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand myself persistent and continuous action towards its attainment. So here and now, I promise to render such action as the needs may arise. Dedication, determination, devotion, professionalism, and confidentiality are some of the key values that I will bring personalities, belief systems, and values. But I am ready to the challenge and ensure that I know when to address and when to regret, when and how to show empathy and sympathy. And so, at some point in our lives, we need someone to represent and negotiate on our behalf. I am driven to give selflessly to the community. Allow me the chance to do so in cohesion of mind and heart, by firstly taking into consideration your needs, your wants, your choices, and your opinions. Help me, and together we can build a better path to follow in our footsteps. In our capacity as students, we are faced with endless challenges in our academic affairs. What, as together, we forge a more personal relationship with the person who is here and our journey here at UTECH as success. United we stand, while divided we fall. Let us unite the family of the college, whether it be off campus or Montego Bay. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. Be a part and influence the challenges to be fostered. We aim to equip our college to be the best through the upgrading of machines and equipment to put machines to where the need arises. Students, your rights and concerns are my #1 priority, and therefore you must be aware that I represent you in every situation. And following the footsteps of my predecessor, I will make it my duty that our concerns as students are known to be real and not to be overlooked or shadowed at any time. I will ensure that your voice be heard loud and clear. Marcus Garvey once said, "If you have confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life." I have enough confidence in myself and in you. Remember the name, Shayon Palmer.
What qualities of a leader do you have that will aid you in your tenure? And somebody said you're the best candidate.
As a leader, the qualities that I will possess, first and foremost, I have to give a listening ear and give everyone an equal chance. Even though I will be selected to represent the students, at the end of the day, I am here to represent them. So I have to listen to them first. Set aside my feelings and my opinions to the masses to negotiate with them and with academic staff to ensure that everyone at the end of the day is happy.
Any questions from the class classes? Okay, no, thanks. Good night, good night, good night. I'm just going to be short here because obviously most persons know what I can do. But for the persons, like for the first year, I'm going to give you an introduction. Now, stand there before you today is a humble, dedicated, ambitious, hard-working, and honest individual with the competence to efficiently handle power. One who goes by the name Rashawn Martin. A second-year student doing a Bachelor's of Science degree in Science and Education, joined with Math and Physics major. Now, as a proud past student who has been a part of the positive changes that has helped our faculty to achieve so much for the past few years, being an active member of this young but great faculty has allowed me to become mature and ready to take on the greater challenges to come. I would love to be given the opportunity to continue the work started by the previous faculty representatives and ensure a new and developing problem will be solved. I will develop a system where every single FAST member should be in the know and know what's going on in FAST. In order to bring each and every FAST student together, we need to engage in as many social activities as possible. I will assure you that our faculty building and the surrounding areas will be student friendly. I will continue to keep that link between the students and administrative staff. Now, the power of democracy is in your hands. You have been given the chance to allow the continuation of positive changes we need as a faculty and the university by extension. If you want fairness, if you want equally among all, if you want to get the grades you truly deserve, that will help you to enhance yourself. If you want a representative who will not be afraid to speak on your behalf and your concern across the administration, even walking you there. One who believes that communication among faculty members is vital to its development. One who speaks the truth without backing down. One who will lead a new emerging faculty into becoming a beacon that shines through this university. Then I ask of you wisely, on March 6, 2013, go to the polls, cast your ballot by placing an X, not a tick, beside Rashawn Martin. Second term, like Obama. Thank you. In sports science, specializing in sports management. The GPA above 3.0. A trend I continue to this day. Fellow students of the Faculty of Science and Sports, as you seek to determine the ideal candidate to represent you for the upcoming academic year, I think it is important for you to thoroughly assess us, as then that's the only way you can understand our true method. Ladies and gentlemen, as for me, what you see is precisely what you get. Integrity, fearlessness, passion, innovation, and vision. These are some of the traits I possess and plan to project while representing you, the students of this faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, a man always has two reasons for what he does. A good reason and the real reason. The real reason behind my candidacy is an undying love for service above self.
I genuinely love my faculty, and I am ready and willing to do what it takes to ensure that as a faculty, we move to the forefront of this university. In the Faculty of Science and Sports, we are all about solving problems while keeping the vibes. Leadership is about solving problems. For too long, us members of the first family have been subjected to less than ideal levels of representation. For too long, this faculty affords and its full potential negated by those who start out with promises about unity and strength, and them just scared of it. All them have to show for it is just a wider network of close friends. I pledge to always hold myself to a higher standard than even you expect of me. That is the kind of leadership I commit to you today. I want to make a difference in this faculty. I want to be the change I yearn to see in all faculty representatives. I want to raise the bar. I want to leave a legacy. Tangible evidence that I was here and got things done.
All people.
Ladies and gentlemen, as one Chinese proverb goes, thought does not cook rice. Let's go forward fast. Let's get the ball rolling on March 6th. Come out and vote. Kina Mora will exercise.
Given the opportunity, Rashan, if you get a second term in power, what changes that you did not get to implement, you would implement, and what do you think Rashan did not do that you think you can do better, and what changes, what new things, what innovative ideas you think you'll bring to the board that you think he did it? And will you allow Mr. Martin to sit on your committee given if you do receive these opportunities?
Complicated question.
As I said before, the Faculty of Science and Sports, the new was emerging faculty. Now, there are so many stuff that can be done and should be done. For the past year, we have emerged from here. Now we reach to a limit where we think we can go further. Now if I got the chance to be the representative again, what I will do is ensure that the first year coming in and persons who is in the faculty already know what's going on. So I will promote entertainment purposes, social activities like soda machine. Ensure that persons get the chance to feel free among each and every class member. Also, a person, I'm going to ensure that every single class member know who Rashan is, so they can approach me with any problem they have, so I could just take it to the board.
Good evening again. It took me a year. It took me one complete year to meet my academic advisor for the faculty. I have not met on the committee board except for which is what I plan on doing, promoting my team, my council members, put up posters and make everyone in the faculty know them. Because these are the people who are going to get the job done. These are the people who will carry the information from the students towards me. And yes, I would have both of them. Like, for instance, we have from a forensic unit in the faculty. No one knows about it. No one knows about it. We have analytical and environmental scientists in the faculty. No one knows what benefits that have to the country. We have environmental scientists in the faculty. We need to promote our faculty better. It's not just about sports.
It's not about sports alone, it's about sports and...
I see that more can be done to improve the KIT student experience and at large your UTECH experience. I am extremely diligent. One promise I can make is that I will do my best to fulfill my manifesto.